You've probably seen the title and thumbnail, so you already know what I will be doing, so let's explore the new copper update. But before we start looking into all the new stuff, I have a trident. Actually, I did already have a trident, but now it's enchanted, and I think I still have the clip of it. If I do, you'll probably see it right now. I have the levels to enchant it, so let's give it a shot, and I'm hoping for Riptide 3. So let's see. Oh, we got it first try, perfect. And unbreaking and impaling, this is an amazing trident. So now I can just get into the water and launch up with the trident. Ooh, a wandering trader. Ooh, some mini blocks. Ooh, mini diamond ore. That's cool. But let's now start looking into this update. It is the copper update, so I guess I'll just grab some copper. And we already got a lot of new recipes. And here we have everything, almost everything, new in the game. We have the copper nuggets, which are pretty useless, but it is pretty cool. We already had the lightning rods, but now they should oxidize, which is actually pretty nice, because inside of my mine I had some. Yeah, as you can see, I have some lightning rods as pipes, and now they can oxidize, just like the copper blocks. So when these oxidize, it probably will look a lot better. We already had all of these copper blocks, but now we also have copper bars, and I think, in my opinion, these look pretty cool. Just to show how good they look, I'm inside of the cleric house, because in the basement there is a place to cure zombie villagers, and I use some iron bars. But now I can also use some copper bars. Look at that. I do think I'm still gonna use the iron bars for this basement, because, you know, I already have the iron door and stuff, so... And also I do have a resource pack, which makes the iron bars 3D, but I still need one to also make the copper bars 3D, because, I mean, this just looks a lot better than just the flat bars. But for now, let's just put the iron bars back in place. And of course, these bars also oxidize just like the other copper blocks. Next up with this update, we also got copper, armor and tools. They obviously aren't as good as netherite tools, but it is pretty cool for in the early game, but I don't really need them. But I do want to craft a set, so I can try it on at least. Yeah, it does actually look pretty good. But I obviously won't be using this copper set, but I have a nice place for it though. Up here is a pretty nice place for an armor stand. And boom. And we of course also have the tools, but they aren't very interesting. Oh, and actually I almost forgot something. Because we can now make some copper torch and lanterns. So I do need the nuggets. And we can make a copper torch and a copper lantern. And yeah, as you can see, it's a green torch. I don't know where I should use this, but it is pretty cool to have in the game. And also the copper lantern looks pretty nice. Maybe I can put these inside of the cleric build. I do already have a soul lantern for the nether wart to grow. But these could also look pretty cool. Especially in the basement right here. I'll just put one right there. Maybe a lantern is a bit better. But the lantern looks pretty nice. And I think when it oxidizes and the border around it is also greenish, I think that will also look a bit better. Because, you know, the green and the orange, I don't really know what to think about it. But and last but not least, to stay in the copper team, we of course have the copper golem. And I think you can summon one with a copper block and a pumpkin. But I don't think I have one of those. So let's take Diablo for a ride. And let's go take a look at our pumpkin field inside of the village. And of course I fell inside of the water, but that is fine. We're back home, I got a carved pumpkin. So let's now take a look at this copper golem. I'll just summon him close to my chest so we can at least try him out. And here we have him, the copper golem. Look how cute this guy looks. Ooh, and he's already inspecting the chest. Well, there's nothing in it yet. But let's just test it out. Let's say, for example, put some gold in. He should bring it to this chest, right? Where is he going? Okay, let's see what he does. Ooh, he takes the gold. That's the wrong chest. That's also the wrong chest. Yup. Yes, he did it. But I don't know if he can access, let's say for example, these top chests. What if I put some stuff inside of here? Why does he always want to go up? Okay, let's see what he does. Okay, yeah, that's the second chest, I guess. That's the third, I guess. I don't know if you can access this chest. I don't think so. Oh, we can. Perfect. But can he access this chest? Let's say, for example, a Dune armor trim. I also don't know if there is a max limit or something for how many chests it can sort, but I guess we'll find out now. Okay, he takes the Dune armor trim. And let's see what he does. Okay, that's the first chest. That's the second one. Wait, wasn't this the second one? I guess it's just random. Come on, little dude, you can do it. Okay, he's standing on the lantern, so he should be able to access these top chests. Oh, that's finally almost. Oh, and he walks away. You almost had it. You were one chest away. I don't think it can access this chest. Do you guys hear these sounds? They are like mechanical sounds. And look at his head. I wouldn't want to try that myself. What if I put a trapdoor right here? Yeah, of course the item frame will break, but that is fine. Let's see what happens. I'm guessing you just can't get to these corners. Because if you're standing on the lantern, you can only get to this one and not the corners. Which is pretty sad, but maybe this works. Okay, I have a feeling this is going to work. Yeah, come on. Okay, one up. Yes, he can get to this chest now. Okay, so if I want to use this inside of my storage, I might need to find something to make him reach up to these top chests. But it is a pretty cool addition to the game, you know? Auto sorting without hoppers and redstone. He just does it for you. And this golem, as well as this chest actually, can also oxidize, of course. And I think when it fully oxidizes, it turns into a statue, so that's also pretty neat. But I do want to try and build something so this guy can reach up to these top chests. So we might need to remove these item frames. And I mean, I could just put lanterns everywhere, right? Because Because when he was standing on this lantern, he could access this chest, so this should work. It is a bit ugly, but for now it does the job. And for these item frames, well, we can just place them right here for now. So we have the mini blocks. We have the, I guess, random chest with bricks. We have the plants and stuff. The trees actually. And we have the flowers. And now let's just make these item frames look a bit better. And now it should work. Let's just test this upper chest to see if it works. Is he going to do it? Oh, the chest just oxidized. Okay, but let's see how this guy does. I have to say that he isn't really that fast, but you know, it works. He is getting there again. Hopefully this time he opens this chest. Yes, he does. So basically all of these items in the chest, if I have my inventory full of them, I can just put them inside of this chest and the copper golem should organize them. So that is pretty useful actually. I think I will be using that quite often. So I guess I will just leave this guy right here for now. And I actually don't know if there is a crafting recipe for these statues. Oh, and actually, the dice. As you can see, the dice, they have changed a lot. Why is a purple one different? Oh, I guess it's because I have a resource pack on, which changed the dice a bit. Well, I do need to delete that, but I think changing the die texture is pretty nice, because now you can use it as a plate or something in item frames. It looks pretty good at least. But can we craft a copper statue? Maybe I just need to look it up before I just craft something stupid. I didn't find anything, so I guess you just can't craft a statue. So to see one, we will need to wait until this guy is oxidized. We will of course revive him, but for now we'll need to wait. Oh, actually, why am I putting this back myself? I can just, if I have one at least in each chest, I can just put them right here in this chest. And the copper golem should organize them. And I guess that was everything copper related. We of course can't forget about the new shelf blocks that are now in the game. I think these will be amazing for decorating builds. Because these shelves, they are basically just slabs, but upwards. I don't really have the space. Let's just do this. As you can see, the shelves connect. And that's also pretty cool for in builds, but now I can just put my whole hotbar in there, and that's just crazy. So you can just have loaded hotbars, and when you need one, you just grab it, and yeah, it's just insane. Personally, I think I will use the shelves more than the new copper blocks, but of course everything new in this update is pretty great. Because we even have a new little friend. Guys, I just found out something crazy. The copper golem can open doors. What? I didn't know it could do this. He also closes them. Well, this guy is more intelligent than I thought. I guess that was everything new for this update. And that will also be the end of this episode then. I hope you guys enjoyed, and me and my new friend will see you in the next one. Bye.